Yes, we will watch He-Man. The watching of He-Man is what we will do. Into the castle of Podskull. It's manly and cheesy and rad, maybe a bit homoerotic too. He-Man, it was our favorite show. He-Man, let's watch it now that we're old. He-Man.
Hello and welcome to Castle Podskull. This is the podcast in which we rate and rank and watch and enjoy the old 1980s cartoon He-Man and the Masters of the Universe. I, as always, am your host, Tom, aka Professor Xennial.
And I am Kevin, aka Fan at Arms.
Let's get right into it then. We are having fun just blowing through the the old 1980s canon of He-Man and the Masters of the Universe, and we are on our 12th episode, if you can believe it, and this is called Disappearing Act. So anything you want to say before we just dive right into it? Well, I guess I should say, if you're new to the pod, what we do is we give these old episodes a watch. We grew up on these. We love them. We love He-Man. We're not here to trash He-Man. You know, we have a little fun, though, watching these episodes, I would say. You know, like we like this stuff, but we're able to criticize it. We're able to say, hey, this worked, this didn't work, or this doesn't hold up 40 years later, or whatever it is, right? We take a look at these and we see, hey, how manly were they actually? Because it's, of course, the character being He-Man, you would expect it to be sort of, manly and sort of rad in that old 80s way. And how cheesy was it? And, how inappropriate in retrospect, or sometimes a little bit homoerotic might it have been. And then we also take a look at what the moral at the end of the story was, because let's be honest, that was a huge part of getting these made in the first place, was what's the moral going to be for the kiddos? And of course, what figure does it do a good job of selling? And sometimes we even make and release that figure so you can buy it. So there we go. That is the whole idea behind Castle Podskull, and let's get right into it with episode 12, Disappearing Act. Yeah. So, as we are starting this one, my thinking of this one is that I think this is one that I had actually remembered.
Yeah.
And I don't know if it was because maybe a couple years ago I got a number of episodes on like CD, and I'm pretty sure that a few of the ones that we're talking about soon were CD. Mm-hmm. That's how old I am. DVD is what I mean. And I feel like
Laserdisc
on Laserdisc, on Blu-ray, and Hi-Fi 8-track. But yes, I feel like this one, Disappearing Act, was one.
Yeah, and here it comes.
Boom!
Shimer.
That's the Shimer punch.
Yeah, this one stood out to me as I was rewatching it, because I feel like watching this with the other ones, this one stood out markedly. Like, I love the beginning of this episode. It feels a little spookier and put me in the mood. Maybe it's because I've been DMing a Ravenloft campaign. I just love, if we can hear at the beginning, oh my God, like ominous story, and wait for it. Are we gonna hear it? Hear that werewolf, like wolf in the background? I was like, I really like this. 10 out of 10 opening on this one. Like,
it's pretty good.
So I felt like they were really kind of setting it. I was like, this one I remember. Yeah.
I set up your activator, near Mount Krona.
Krona is the biggest volcano in all of Eternia. When it erupts, it will destroy everything. The Federal Plains.
Yeah, so basically, Skeletor wants to destroy everything with a volcano this time around, called Mount.
Awesome. This is like a very Dr. Evil plan to destroy everything. And I love how they were going to use a volcano under the guidance of Beastman, my number one pick to cause weather-related destruction or volcano eruptions.
Yes,
Beastman.
Bizarre, and he sends this tiny little spider drone, which we just saw, which somehow does the trick.
However, how cool is this tractor? Like, this tractor looked like it was straight out of a heavy metal movie.
So I have to tell you, I watched Heavy Metal for like the second time in my life the other week because you've been talking about it so much, and 100%. This is
right.
But look, this like hillbilly tech tractor comes by. Yeah. It's kind of incredible. And then, of course, the lava going way too fast for lava.
Way too fast. It is cocaine lava. It is this and He-Man. I'm going to spoil it. Moment of rad. He-Man riding into a volcano. Like, I mean, they were like, well, what have we done? What could show even more badass? Who's going to shoot lasers into a volcano? Doesn't have any sort of thermal suit on, mind you.
No, he doesn't need one. But it smothers the volcano somehow.
Yeah, and it just here we are, 3 minutes into the episode. We're already hitting a pretty heavy hurdle of rad.
And too bad I don't have time for a steam bath, he says. Thanks, He-Man. Yeah, they're definitely like, hillbillies.
Almost an Abram. The hillbillies from heavy metal looked like they were out ripping taking some hits on their vape pens, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
But also, I loved the look of the volcano, the like really stark. It looks kind of Lord of the Rings, like all gray and the deep red. Sorry, behind on that, but
yeah, that's okay.
Really cool visuals to open this episode.
So now Skeletor has brought out these dumb little helmets that make him invisible, which is fine, and he's going to use them to steal Prince Adam, right?
Right.
Hasn't he already been invisible? Just by himself?
I'm trying to remember. Yeah, the cloak episode, right?
Yeah, he can just be invisible sometimes.
Yeah, which I was writing in my notes. Oh, great plot hook. But then I was like, wait a minute. Haven't we done this already?
I thought so. But,
and I feel like, but it's such a great trope, but in typical He-Man fashion, here's the thing that I will use to destroy everything, a volcano. Perfectly valid. Now I'm going to actually go over here and I'm going to make it invisible and I'm going to kidnap the prince. And I'm like, what about the volcano? Like, that's pretty lethal right there.
Well, I think the volcano. I mean, He-Man interrupted the volcano, but
changing that on the fly. Yeah. But it's like he already had that set up ready to go.
That's true.
Yeah.
Anyway, we cut to Orko's very messy room, which you can see here, which he has all kinds of things, which I can't imagine what use they have. There's a couple things that I think could be, I don't know, anal in nature if we really want to go there. There's like these weird, like ribbed bowling pins.
Some of this looks very phallic, very adult play toy.
There's
which
even
you
like
don't even have to like really much of a stretch. A lot of that shit.
Not at all. And now that I'm looking, but it's like he's got like a can of spray paint over here.
Yep.
He's got like, I don't know, is that an accordion? Like a canister of nitrous, and then over here in the bed, he's got like this pink. Like essentially like a Teletubby, right? Or something like that. It's like he's got a doll. How old are we supposed to believe Orko is? Right? Is Orko because they treat Orko like he's a kid in this very scene. Duncan is chiding him for not, cleaning up his room.
We never had to clean our rooms.
Well, you do here.
I hate cleaning my room. This could take all year. Aha, my old bag.
Yeah, and I love that his bag of tricks literally says tricks
on it. Yeah, like just so you don't forget Orko.
Yeah.
Also, love everything in his place is hands, right? We've got the hand desk clutching the book in the background. Like everything, his bed, remember, was like the disembodied hand.
Yeah, disembodied hand, yeah.
Yeah.
But I'm hung up on the bag of tricks because there it is again, and it's in English, which, presupposes that in Trollo, which I believe we're about to establish about what Trollo is, right? We haven't established it yet.
Yeah.
But it's a whole other like dimension that this
dimension, let alone planet, but they speak English.
They speak English. So there you go. Anyway, so they found the wolf bats. He invented a beeper. What does it do? It attracts anything that flies.
What's that?
And then there we go. We're attracting Orko.
It's Orko.
So anyway. So that's interesting because they're showing Adam holding the sword.
Right.
Do they
first he's not turning into He-Man, he's just pulling out the sword ready to come into the room, stab and away.
Yeah,
and it's super sharp. Yeah.
But now it's gone. The sword like disappeared somehow with the magic. Tila thinks that's funny.
What have I done?
Yeah.
I can't believe it.
Which I like as a plot point in this episode, like any episode. If we've established that He-Man is the greatest character, he's always like solving everything.
Yeah.
And now we've just disempowered him for this episode. So we've set it up that it's like you can't rely on He-Man, he can't use his sword, So this is like putting He-Man behind the 8 ball, which I thought was a cool
That's
choice
true.
for a plot.
Yeah, he can't turn into He-Man, and we know
Right.
that's a problem
You must
because
be
we've just
nearby.
found Skeletor's Doombuster in the woods.
It's time for He-Man.
He-Man? Yes. Well, go ahead. He'll. I'll catch up.
Not a follow-up question, just like
Yeah.
Find that sword.
I know. Without it, you can't.
What was that noise?
A little bit more character stuff from Adam this time around, which is kind of fun. Sounds like if someone just came in.
Who's that?
Just an old friend.
Skeletor. How did you get in?
The same way we are going to get out.
And he freezes him.
Yeah.
And look at the way he's frozen.
Yeah, exactly. Love the
Yeah.
the paralyzed, just like super high stone look.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like the rod of petrification right here.
Yeah. But now Adam's frozen in a completely different position
Exactly.
than he was a couple seconds ago. But that's
And
okay.
also, I'm just thinking, if you've frozen him and now you made him invisible, so you have to carry. I mean, this seems like you've now just made it harder on yourself. He's
That's
invisible
true.
and heavy.
But they said that now we're going to the Banshee jungle. I'm like, holy shit, that's kind of a good plot, actually. There's
Yeah.
like a lot happening in the space of a couple minutes,
Yeah, right.
There you go, Marco hiding a problem. Why didn't you? And he says, like, yeah, Orko is like, hey, he's being taken, and Duncan says, why didn't you tell me right away? And like, he did.
Yeah.
He is. That is what's happening in this scene. Then we cut to Grayskull, where they're going to see the sorceress, and she's saying,
unknown dangers in the past.
there's a time
But I cannot
corridor.
protect you from them.
There's unknown, but we know that we've already been through the time corridor. That was a whole other episode, right? We've seen that. Yeah.
Although I do like that they
You must
have
remain
enough
behind.
reference continuity to come back and use something that they don't just use once.
That's true. That's true. Because if they had a time corridor, you would think that they could use that all the time, right? And they would be like, oh, well, Skeletor just did this. Let's go back a day to where he doesn't do that. Yeah,
exactly.
And then she has.
But Man-at-Arms must remain behind.
Why? I want to help too.
There are many ways to help.
And I don't know what it says about me, but my mind was immediately like, it's like the setup for like a porn scene or something like that, right?
Yeah, exactly.
I don't know what's wrong with me. Like, what's
Man
wrong
at
with
Arms
me?
has to stay back with me and remove his vestments.
Yeah,
His helmet
I don't know.
it interferes with his magic.
I don't know what's wrong with me. It's like
This was an elaborate ruse to get rid of Orko so they could have some Man at Arms
and Cringer.
time.
So they well, actually, we know that they sort of are, father and mother, kind of this, so it works. But anyway, they're going back in through Sparkle Time. And then we cut to the past,
So now
No,
we wait
this is the Banshee
patiently for
It's jungle. And Prince Adam is totally just
he's loving it.
He's
like,
loving
this
it.
is cool.
chained, not so bad. He's got his cozy little bat cave, but
It turned to stone.
So he can again turn things to stone, which again is an issue because he needed a machine to do that in prior episodes.
Right.
Now he
And
can
I'm
do
just
that
like,
with
why
his
hasn't he been doing this
staff.
from the beginning?
laser bars.
Laser bars. I love it. I love laser bars.
Anything laser bars.
And for He-Man to show up. What's this? Man at
what's
Arms
this? He
beeper.
brought
Tila said it attracts anything that flies. Hey, maybe I can
Anything
attract
that flies.
Stratos.
this is what I like, that we're setting up all the ancillary characters are going to be the heroes this time. Orko, we got to leave Man at Arms back. Stratos is going to be the hero.
I guess, but like, what are the chances? Like, it seems like Stratos is probably very far away. By the way,
terrifying robot He-Man. This is straight nightmare fuel right there. Like,
that is straight nightmare fuel. So we cut to a robot He-Man on the table, but like that's like scary stuff. Like for a little kid, like if I saw I saw that and I'm in my 40s, I'm like, whoa, he's got like a hole carved out of his chest and his arm, and his skin is off his head. Like that's terrifying.
And his circuits, like, it looks even like colored little like reddish pinkish like
He's
circuitry
actually
for the
starting to
brain.
look like
Yeah.
He-Man.
It's not starting to look like He-Man, Duncan.
Not at all. Like Man at Arms, we've left you alone for 5 minutes, and you're already trying to make a robot He-Man. Like, what is this guy's thought process?
You're
like,
making
he
a
can't
golem.
be. We'll leave you behind, so I'm going to make my own friends.
Yeah. And my question is, like, in the original toy line, they had Faker, which was a robot version of He-Man, but he was like blue in the original toy. And he was always one of my favorite guys just because I loved his color scheme. But like, is that where I don't know if Faker shows up later in the cartoon, I guess we should say, but I'm wondering if this like, robot version of He-Man is supposed to be that. But anyway.
Yeah. Was Faker the one that it had like color changing plastic? Like if you warmed it up, it like faded?
That was a G.I. Joe guy. That was like,
okay.
I don't think there were, well, I don't think
I loved that
yeah.
that like Zartan, I think
Zartan, that's who it was. And now
we all know changing people, if you get them too warm, they change colors.
Yeah, hypercolor. So Cringer says, "Oh, this is the past, huh?" Here's the thing, Cringer, you've been to the past at least once, maybe twice already in 12 episodes. But I do love these monsters that he's seeing.
Yeah.
Just a swamp hopper.
Yeah, just a swamp hopper. Everything here is just very like totally mutated, like Shadowverse.
Yeah. Yeah, it kind of looks like Nestlo, the bunny that we've seen, the herpy bunny.
Oh my god, yeah, I thought that was going to be a callback to him.
No, just a different bunny thing. Maybe it was. Maybe that's what he brought it back from the past. So anyway, here we have Adam again in the Banshee jungle, and the laser bars are going.
And googly eyes. And of course, wolf bats, which I think are absolutely terrifying little NPC creatures. Like when they mentioned it at the beginning, I was like, wolf bats?
My reaction is Cringer's reaction. We cut to a giant wearing Orko's hat somehow, but Orko is also
just
wearing
look at his
Orko's
face. He is the derpiest looking giant, and he's carving like, and it's the He-Man sword, right? Like it looks like his little whittling.
So, but Orko just had another hat because he still has his hat.
Yeah, that's what I was wondering the whole time. Like, is this supposed to be like where Orko comes from, or like there's a time paradox?
A giant.
And he's wearing one of my hats.
One of my hats.
He's got the sword. How are we going?
But I also love how even like he's so weird looking. He looks like kind of like a Fomorian giant, right?
Yeah.
And the animation, it's like this is another example. It's like where we had the little Hobbit creatures in episodes. This guy looks like almost like he escaped from a different cartoon.
Yeah. Yeah. He's Simeon at the same time.
He's Simeon. He's a giant. And
why is this past full of giants, but the other past what? Like, I don't know. I just want some sort of time continuum here that makes
time
sense.
continuum. And I was wondering, is this supposed to be like...
And now he looks different, right?
Yeah, he looks different. He's like, like some sort of stone giant, like very monstrous. But at the beginning, he just looked kind of like derpy.
And he Orko defeats this enormous giant.
Big shot. Let's see your magic work now.
I think that has
well, I guess we had established in previous episodes that in the past, magic was more potent,
because that
which
was
I
in
think
the
is
past
interesting,
one, right?
Right.
But I think it's very silly how his way to stop this giant, who has a completely different like look and hairstyle than in the last shot, is by making his own hat slightly bigger. Like, wow, what an impossible situation. But I guess
I was wondering, yeah, I guess with this, like, if we're in the past, we have all these giants. Is this like a reference, like the Titans in like,
maybe
Greco-Roman, like, But it did feel a little weird because we've been to the past a couple of times and we've had those like proto-men, the like ape people and the snake people, but they weren't Titans.
They weren't.
But like everything here feels like it's a Titan, and there's a lot of cool monsters that we're gonna come across here that aren't just ape guy wearing a hat.
Like that guy. That guy's cool looking.
Yeah.
He's like a lion. It's kind of like Where the Wild Things Are kind of vibes.
That's
here.
exactly what I felt like. We were getting Where the Wild Things Are, but like somebody just took a bunch of acid before. Instead of them being delightful little monsters, they're like terrifying demons.
Yeah. So now we got the robot He-Man working by remote control, and
I also love that it's like everybody's 80s portable phone technology right there with the 6-foot antenna.
Yeah, with the telescoping antenna, and he does the same exact like generic sword tossing move that the real He-Man does. So there you go. He's working.
Oh yeah,
not bad at all, says Man at Arms.
Is he just is he working on this robot in case the parents, the king and queen, come in? They're like, "Where's Adam? Oh, here's he, man. He was just in my study."
Yeah, I guess so. That's a really good point.
Just
or maybe, yeah, maybe if they never find Adam again.
Yeah, it's just like this was his contingency plan, and not a robot of Adam who went missing, but He-Man. So,
yeah, I feel like by the end there's a reason for it, but we don't know it yet as a viewer.
Yeah.
So we're in the past, we're being chased by that monster and a lot of other cool monsters.
Yes, and this and then one little itty bitty monster, like very Hanna-Barbera-esque.
But you know what? It's cheesy, but I am here for it.
Oh, absolutely.
So there's they find their way into the time portal. I love that shot.
I just love this montage. All these monsters, the three-eyed monster. It's just like this just looks like something right out of Godzilla.
Oh yeah. I mean, I want
like his little hat.
I feel like I want my bed sheets, like this design to be on my bed sheet. You know, it's like we've got all these different monsters. I just I don't know. Again, it must be something nostalgic of the era, but I just love a bunch of monsters just hanging out.
A bunch of monsters like this. This feels like a very 80s like happy birthday card right here.
Exactly.
From all of us, have a
monster birthday.
Monster birthday. Maybe that's why he's got the hat. Like we just interrupted his birthday party at Chuck E. Cheese's.
So then they go. So so they're back. So Man at Arms went back home and built this complete android in the same exact or less time that it took Orko and Cringer to find the sword. But I guess I don't know how time travel works, but wouldn't Orko and Cringer kind of come back at the exact same time that they left?
That's
you know what I mean?
Thinking, right?
No, says Duncan, so I guess not.
So he already has a sword. Yeah.
So now we're back to the Banshee jungle and the wolf bats, and lo and behold, it did call Stratos, which is nice.
Which right here, when did Stratos get all the like laser gadgets of Man at Arms? Because Stratos is a lot more cool with being able to shoot photon beams that incinerate.
He had that in the last episode that we saw him in. He all of a sudden had like the one where there was many strati. All of a sudden,
that's right. I guess maybe he got an upgrade at home because I was like, suddenly Stratos is kicking a lot more ass than just kind of being flying Amish ape.
Yeah, although now all he does is scare off the wolf bats temporarily and then fly and tell everyone else where they are. Which again, it's like they have all this technology. How about walkie-talkies or something like that? You know. And here comes Robo He-Man in the attack track.
Skeletor. Affirmative. Message understood.
Try to decoy him if you can.
What do you mean, if I can?
I kind of like how attack track is sassy sometimes.
Yeah.
Like the actual van is sassy. Like, I feel like I kind of want that. Like that. They never, I mean, whatever. It's not.
I don't know. Maybe it was just because like Kit and Knight Rider, they're like all vehicles have to be a sassy robot. Like, and everything is made better with a little bit of a dash of sassy robotness.
It has some sentience to it, which I didn't really realize before. I wonder if all the vehicles do. Anyway, we have Skeletor and Beastman taking off in their thing, and Robo He-Man is driving through the Seussical landscape in the attack track, and they think he's running away, and they're gonna take him out. And meanwhile, Orko and Cringer get to the
good work
Prince Adam cage, throw it. Oh, you idiot!
You can't just pass it through the laser beams.
Why couldn't he just pass it through? And to that matter, why couldn't a single wolf bat get through the laser bars too?
That's what I was wondering the whole time. But
I mean, they're basically like the size of sturges, right?
Yeah, right. Like they could easily squeeze through that. But let's toss the sword conveniently just far enough. And now,
but Orko can go through, by bending his existence. But again, he could do that with just a hand. He doesn't need to send his whole
he could just put
through.
a little hand or a spell, maybe float it over. But
anyway, here we have the so far the latest by the power of Grayskull.
It's almost like by the power of Greatskull, and now cue credits because like the episode is basically over.
Although I guess we did see He-Man right at the beginning too, and it's appropriate.
Yeah,
so it's all good. So we have this whole segment again, as always. Cringer doesn't like it. We're turning into Cringer.
break this and smash through the wall.
Boom! Shimered. He shimered the wall.
Yep.
Away, He-Man.
I have a score to settle with Skeletor.
Nice.
just flips it with one hand.
Yeah.
Waited a long time for this.
He's just sitting there.
He's sitting there perfectly fine. He's just very Terminator,
Nothing
just like
to say.
Oh, I love this coming up
What do you
when he
say
blasts
about
him.
being turned to stone? What's
Watch this.
yeah,
Watch.
yep.
It's
Ah.
nothing but a robot.
And he says, I love this. Like, I don't know why this is, but like guys in the like 80s and like earlier, I don't know, they would pronounce robot as robot. Do you ever notice that?
Oh wait, I didn't hear him.
It's nothing but a robot.
A robot. I mean, the guy who plays He-Man does too. I don't know why that is.
Yeah.
Don't bother, Skeletor.
He-Man.
Whoa! And then he blows them away with Superman breath.
Wait a minute. So now he has hurricane breath. He is just Superman without a cape at this point.
I love it, but again, that falls under the category of why not always do that? And then Orko just splashes water, kind of horrifyingly, from his hat. But again, at least we see Man-at-Arms, bringing him to a prison this time. Actually, they're going to take him to the prison mine, they say. So that's cool. It's like a work release sort of thing. Give him some skills, but then we see.
You're seeing a lot of acrobats.
Yeah.
Oh, he's got his helmet.
Let's see how you do against an enemy you can't see.
Yeah.
Skeletor.
I just like how he's just like annoyed. Just like,
yeah.
One thing's for sure, I won't stand for you.
Over here.
I think I know
yeah.
how to wrap
One works
you
best
up.
when you actually
Invisible or not.
Yeah.
Orko,
your
robe.
Your robe. What's he gonna do with the robe?
Yeah.
This part. I think I got distracted the first time I was watching this.
No.
Oh, he just
I just like
strips
like,
Orko.
Be needing this.
So he basically just stripped Orko.
Yeah. There's a million things, I don't know, throw some mud forward, but I need a tiny cloak so I can know where his neckline is.
Yeah, or even just like all that water that Orko was just
exactly
like jetting out of his head, you know.
Or you can hurricane breath, just blow, just wave your head back to back and blow.
How about it? Yeah.
Oh,
Here
yes.
come the wolf bats. Now they really are crazy because they are just the full
bats
body
with wolf's heads.
You bad, Skeletor.
Stop! Leave me alone! Oh, stop it!
I love this that they are driving him. He is like he saw the robot lose its face, nothing but little tiny bats with wolf heads on it, which admittedly I find terrifying.
Yeah, it's terrifying. And he reveals that he put the little beeper on Orko's belt, which okay, sure, fine. But very cool. Yeah.
Well, I just thought because well, I guess I don't absolutely have to use magic, but
Orko.
All right, I promise. No magic.
Thank goodness.
Oh boy. Okay, now the moral is coming up. Here it is.
Being the most powerful man in the universe isn't all that makes He-Man such a great hero. Being strong is fine, but there's something even better. In today's story, He-Man used something even more powerful than his muscles to beat Skeletor. You know what it was? If you said his brain, you were right.
Oh.
And just like a muscle, your brain is something you can develop to give yourself great power.
I guess.
I like that moral. Although great power is starting to make me think like how many future sociopaths were like, yes.
Yeah, right. Yeah. Yeah, and I guess I don't know if I guess that's sort of what He-Man did in this episode, but you can kind of say he does some variation of that every episode. So
yeah.
it's fine. It's fine as a moral. Okay, so what did you think about this episode in general? Thoughts?
I thought overall, I really liked this episode.
Yeah.
Very playful, lots of cheesiness, but right at the beginning, we're flying into a volcano and shooting a lake. This is balls to the wall, He-Man. I really like the spooky, intro into this. Wolf bats are amazing. I feel like that should be a toy. Everybody wants a wolf bat.
Yeah.
Abram and LS, the like hippy dippy.
Is that what their names?
Yeah, I was like, I gotta find like they felt like Eternia's Cheech and Chong. That's what it was like in my notes. I was like, Eternia's Cheech and Chong.
Yeah, I wish I could see more of them, but I do have to say that like here they are.
Yeah, the animation budget. I was like,
just
clearly they're going to be coming back. Like they put a lot of thought into that tractor, like disco tractor. It looks like it was made out of. Is it like the Yellow Submarine? It's like cobbled together from like 50 different iconic things.
Yes, you got the back pipes of the ventilation system of the Yellow Submarine. You've got the big wheel of a big wheel. You've got like the front of like the attack track, and I feel like you've got the passenger bubble of the car that Homer Simpson designed in one episode.
Yes, when he ruined Herb
and he ruined his brother.
He made the Tesla truck for the Simpsons.
Yeah, exactly.
But I saw this thing wheel out, and I was like, "Holy shit, this thing's awesome!" And I felt like, here we are. We've introduced like, are they going to be sidekicks through the episode?
No, unfortunately.
10 seconds, 15 seconds, but
yeah, but that's okay.
I'd like to see him come back. I mean, I definitely want whatever this tractor truck is awesome.
Yeah.
But
they're just day players. I mean, they're
yeah, they're day players, but they spent their money on their day players for this episode.
Yeah, they sure did. I like them. Yeah, that was pretty cool. The
monster montage was like straight out of like, especially when we get that frame of all of them like happy birthday monster pose.
Yeah.
So a lot of episode like instances of rad. I really like this. This is super fun, playful, and cheesy. Look at all this.
Yeah,
like really crazy, like out there monsters. I thought it was a fun little Ring of Gaiji's plot point, be invisible, capture him. Disempowering He-Man. I thought, okay, this is a cool one. We take away his strength, so he has to, I like those storylines in Superman. If Superman loses his power, he can still, he has to find a different way to, defeat Lex Luthor or whatever.
Yeah.
So I gave this a strong 4. It was like 4.5. I thought this was a pretty fun one.
Yeah, I think I'm there with you. I think I'm also going to give it a 4.5. It's like basically I'm struggling to think like what else I would want in an episode of He-Man.
Because it's like I feel like we got everything that we were like, it'd be cool if they could put this in, or this is lacking on episodes. And it's like we're starting this from the beginning with this episode. It felt like pretty front loaded and fun, and I liked it a lot.
Well, and like the test for me is always, hey, if I was like watching this when I was 5, would I be like, hell yeah? And I think I'd probably be
kids would
like,
be going bananas.
Hell
for this.
Yeah, look at that! Look at the monster! Look at that! Yeah, I'm like so yeah, I think that's good. I might even I'm going to reserve my 5 just in case. But I think that's
what I feel like. I'm like, do I want to give something a 5 now? Because it's like I feel like there's still got to be things that are higher. So I'm giving this one a 4.5. But this is one of my favorites. So
yeah, there's still some plot holes, and it's like it is kind of a bummer that like. I know that they made like a Bible for all of this stuff, but they're not completely like episode to episode. It's like, what are Skeletor's powers? Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's like, I feel like there's things like that, or like, oh, He-Man has these powers and all of a sudden he had like that kind of stuff. It's like,
it's just like, we needed a hook for this episode. So it's like, is he going to be able to blow over houses with his breath in the next episode? Or is that just something here? But
yeah.
Hey, you know what? You got to try some different stuff. At least he wasn't just picking up a boulder and choking a monster with it.
That's true. Well, very good. All right. Well, then anything else you want to say about Disappearing Act?
I'm I'm speechless. I don't know the Trollo word for awesome or Trollo.
Well, we might find it in another episode coming up
Yeah.
soon. We will see. But in
Yeah.
the meantime, this enters the Castle Podskull vaults as a pretty high ranking episode, the
4.5.
highest ranking since we started keeping count. Although we have like 8 of them that we have to go back and re-rank because we didn't really. And there's some good ones in there, but a pretty good one. So. Okay, well then that's that, and so stay tuned because very soon we will be going into episode number 13, and we're just going to keep it, which is called Evil Lynn's Plot, and we're just going to keep it rolling.
Yeah,
and for until then, like, subscribe, do all of that stuff, and may the power be with you,
and also with you.
Laser bars.